Is this recording yet?
Hold on.
This and then the play, right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Okay, we're rolling. We are rolling.
Yeah, look, bro. Okay. All right. We back. What was this episode? I always forget what episode we're on, bro. What episode we
I
on?
think it's episode 9.
Episode 9, bro. Of the NoneSpecial podcast. You know me out here, bro. Today, we have a pretty, I don't know, I'm not going to say controversial, but like, we're getting into politics, man. We're going to talk about like, what's it called?
66 views on the last one, eh?
Oh, what? Last podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how much the episode
One
6 had?
something.
122.
Yeah.
Not bad, man.
It's because of the we were amping up bear. We were posting a bear. Like I was posting a bear. I shout out to you guys that followed, that gave us feedback, that reshared, posted in your story, all that. Really appreciate that. But we're on the grind. Once we make it out this hood, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I ain't gonna mention none of y'all. I'm joking. I'm gonna mention all y'all. But yeah, let's get started though. Talking about am I forgetting what we're talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, let me just ask the question straight up, man. Do you think hoes should be able to vote?
We're gonna clip this part out. I know what he's talking about hoes, but I guess he's talking about females.
Nah, I just did that to get the clickbait, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so but let me explain this shit. So do you think everybody, no matter the qualifications, should be able to vote? Like obviously we already have a requirement. You gotta be like an 18 to vote. But I know a few 18-year-olds that was dumb as shit. You think they should be allowed to vote too?
Alright. I think that I'm gonna say no, bro. Like it comes like this is very important. I don't think people bag it like voting and you're placing someone or a government or whatever in power to basically run your country, run where you're raising your kids, run where you're growing up, when you're running where you're making money, where you're trying to enjoy your life, trying to build a life. It matters like who you put in power, you know what I mean? So like if you're like what's the word? I ain't gonna say dumb but like if you're just not ready yet, like you're just not. But then like what determines like what, you know what I mean? That question is kind of hard because what determines like what, like if you are ready, you know what I mean? Like
It's all about education, bro. Cause you can be how many years old, right? Like 14, 15, you can be 30, 35. But if you just vote on pure like gut instinct type shit,
yeah.
that's a bad thing. Like you can get a bunch of propaganda from one side, and you think Trudeau's the fucking GOAT. You know what I mean? And then you elect somebody. I'm not gonna say just Trudeau, but you elect the person that you just got this propaganda from, and now all of a sudden your country's going to shit. But then you can be in high school. You're not allowed to vote yet.
Yeah.
But you're gathering all this information from so many different places. You're reading about the policies they're gonna implement, stuff like that, and that person would be able to vote. Because now they're making the best decision depending on the information that they have.
Okay, so you're basically saying like the education, like what they, like the facts, the information they gather, like it's backed up, not just like on emotion. I get what you're saying stuff. Cause that's true though. Like nowadays, I feel like I forgot the word. What is? Oh my gosh, there's a word for it, but like it's where it's leading to a point where governments and people in power or whatever are preying on the emotions of the people in order to.
It's called a populist. I think that's like a populist tactic, some shit like that.
Probably.
I seen a video about what's that guy's name?
Different
Pierre.
word.
Yeah. You know the guy that's running against Trudeau. Yeah, some guy was interviewing him, and he was saying that he was using populist tactics to get people to. He was basically saying he was preying on their emotions, using emotional triggers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting to a point where that's that's giving you power, bro. Like that's what they're using. That's the tactics they're using. And when you look at it, like in society right now, like I'm gonna say in Canada and shit right now, everyone wants Trudeau out of here, bro. Right?
No, that's what you think, right?
Yeah, that's what we
But
think.
then
That's what we're seeing,
Trudeau
right?
is like what? Still 45%,
Mm.
like still vote for him or his party, I guess. That's crazy to me, because everything I see online is like these guys hate him.
Hate him, fam. Hate him, fam. You see compilations and something like, yo, what's going on, bro? But in reality, bro, it's not even like, and that's the sad part, cause like,
That's where you see the crazy divide. Because this part, that 45% or whatever number that is, the people that still do like him are seeing that shit on their phone.
yeah.
Like good media about him. All we're seeing is bad media about him. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I was researching some shit. I think it's called the Fairness Doctrine. It was back in the day. So basically, like the media, right? You know how before, like the media, there was like radios, like TV, newspapers, magazines, you know all those stuff, right? What people used to use to actually get like news and stuff, right? That was like it was more not independent. So like there was multiple like people or like companies or what, not companies, but like what's the word, bro? Like I say there's multiple groups of people, right, that were in that field, right? And the Fairness Doctrine basically was like saying that if you bring up a story, right, and you say you're accusing someone of something, right, you can't just like push your point and just like forget what they're saying.
I seen something about that too when I was researching for this. I think Ronald Reagan was the one
he
that
abolished that shit.
Yeah.
And now when you actually
like
bag
86?
it, yeah, 1986.
Yeah.
He abolished that. But now you don't get that shit no more. It's like 4 or 5 like big companies that are running the entire media, like everywhere, like in the U.S. and Canada, whatever. Like,
Yo, I wouldn't say they were more independent back then, though. I think they just
they had more stipulations. They had more like
the government made it a point to make it more fair.
Yeah.
But
And
now it's
just like
you know what's crazy though? It's like you see
the government's controlling everything, bro.
you see a law like that get abolished, right? And you think people would care about that. You know what I mean?
But that has to be done like even like if it wasn't like brought to light or like shown, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. People just don't care about it. Like that's a big thing. Like when you actually like take it in, like what just happened. Mans don't have to be mans could just push bare lies to you, and like there's no like they have no reason to tell the truth. You know what I mean?
There's no
So we're hearing
pushback.
bare garbage. Yeah, there's no pushback on their point. They could push their point, say, "Oh, yo, Kenny, this guy is a goof, like he's gay or whatever, like some shit." Kenny has no voice, bro. That's all you're hearing. That's all you're hearing, right? That's the news everywhere. Now I'm just like, bro, that's what people. Okay, that's the truth. That's the only thing we're hearing. There's no pushback. There's no, you know what I mean? And to think people don't even know.
That's the
that.
problem with people nowadays. Is like
Sucks.
I'm not gonna say it's just the media. It could be just the media, but like a lot of people they would believe anything, and it's just like the fact that they would believe anything is kind of throwing common sense out the window.
Gullible, fam. Mans are so gullible.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that you would think it's just everyone knows.
Yeah, common sense not common though.
But now it's like you could have a dude with tits and a dick, and that's all. Now it's a woman. Like now.
I don't know, man.
Like, you would think that's still just a dude with tits, but no. Apparently it's a bitch. I don't get it.
Bro, like.
This is gonna sound fucked up, but you think we should let them vote?
Yo, man's get at me. I don't care. But like, if you can't differentiate yourself from like knowing if you're a man or a woman, I don't think you should be allowed to pick who runs the country. I'm sorry.
I like that shit.
If you get mad at me in the comments and stuff, I'm here to tell you, we don't care. All right, back it up. But like, I was also researching shit, right? And it was like this guy was talking about Socrates and how like he was talking about this because the Greeks, right? Yeah, they were trying to implement
they created democracy.
Yeah, they were they the ones that like created it, right? So he was trying to tell everyone that like it's not gonna work out. And he gave this example. He was talking about if you have a ship, right, and you send a ship off to sea, right? Do you give everyone on that ship the same say so on how the ship works?
I seen that same. He
No.
wrote about it in his book, some shit like that.
You can't. Like, there's a captain. You get what I'm saying? There has to be like one voice. But the thing is like choosing the thing is like choosing who that voice comes from. Like,
because even on a ship, right, you could have a mutiny. So like, you know, the shipmates they throw the captain overboard type
then
shit.
what happens?
Because he wasn't leading it.
Yeah, but it has to be someone that's appointed. Someone still has to like take that lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still because people will say that that's an autocracy, right, on a ship when you have them, but they're not like you don't have them under your subjugation. They work for you because they want to.
Yeah, it's not like exactly. It's not like no dictatorship or when everyone's like yeah, it's different. But like there has to be. It's just how it is. Like in anything you do, like it's gonna be chaos when everyone has their like views and everyone just trying to like get like. There needs to be like one. Everyone needs to come to one consensus under like one.
That's the problem with How do I say this?
People just want their opinion. Everyone just thinks their opinion just like valid. Like shut up, man. Like no, like
that's the problem with people nowadays. Is like they think that decisions like that, or people who run the country, it doesn't really affect you. In some ways, it doesn't, right? But obviously, they are running the whole country. They're running the country that you live in. This ain't the Wild West no more. Motherfuckers ain't out here just living how they want to. You know what I mean?
Say what?
So in the whole ship analogy, right? If you choose the wrong captain, you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's bro.
You know what I mean?
Like, live your choices, bro.
Like, even if you choose the wrong prime minister or president or whatever, you might not die, but you're gonna go broke.
Yeah, shit gonna
That's
go
gonna
bad.
lead to you doing whatever. It's just not gonna go well for you. So why not? You think it'd be the most intelligent thing to do is to research who you're voting for if you're gonna go vote, and obviously everyone should vote.
Yeah, it's important, bro. Yeah, do your research. Like, find out
if
like,
you have
who
everyone
you're
who has
putting
the capabilities to vote should vote.
Hey, come on now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't like if we're not letting kids vote, then I don't think we should be letting. What would I say? A home. That first thing I said. If a bitch can't keep her legs closed to any type of dude, why are we letting her vote?
This guy is quiet.
Like, what if she's just getting ran through? Right?
Yeah.
She has bare kids, she's not taking care of none of them.
You have bird kids?
Yeah, imagine it.
Yeah, she's mad.
Like, what? You don't have the common sense to think that maybe I should just close my legs one time. Let me just go, like, finger myself in my room or some bullshit like that. No, you want to go get fucked by some random dude. Not even, like, get held down in a relationship. Man, you just want to go hoe around. You really think you're going to vote? If I was running the country, you ain't getting no say. Because you're not producing nothing but fucking soldiers. Those kids are probably going to grow up messed up, man.
Put him in the army, bro. Okay. Like, that's true, though, man. Like,
that's just an extreme. Man. That's just an extreme example.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That was just an example. Yeah, but, like, we need to be more, like, as a society, we need to be more, like, alert to what's really happening, bro. We're, like, because they're doing it right in front of our faces right now, bro. When you actually realize what's going on, we're getting cooked. They're stirring the pot. They're ready to cook us, fam. They're preparing the pot, fam, and we're going to get cooked. Because we're just not, like, awake. We're not alert. We're not taking in what's actually happening. Like, I was watching a video, too. Was it Pierre? That's it? Mm-hmm. It ran against Trudeau, yeah. What's it called? The reporter was interviewing him, and he was just talking, like, the reporter was saying, he was, like, trying to, like, he's just using these big words, like, right? And the man of Pierre he's munching an apple.
Yeah, I seen that. That was the same clip I was talking about.
Oh, that's John Mo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was munching an apple, but, like, okay, he was asking, but, like, what do you really ask him? Like, you just asking so, like, the words were so big, but they meant nothing. Like, it was just, like, he said a whole lot of nothing. So the man was like, yo, explain that to me. Like, that's what Pierre asked him. Like, explain it to me. What are you asking me? Like, man couldn't do it. And then he kept running away, and then it was like, what are you getting at? Like, you're just masking, like, your stupidity behind big words. come better than that. Like, man's be killing me, bro. Nowadays, man's be killing me.
The other side of the spectrum, though, right? Say you don't let nobody vote, right? It's either everyone gets to vote or nobody gets to vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So on the other side of the spectrum, when you have an autocracy, right? It's not, I would say it is a bad thing, obviously, because now it's like one person or a group of people that have all the power. But say that person was actually like a good guy, right? He was doing what he had to do for the best interest of his people. That wouldn't be such a bad thing. You know what I mean?
So, the person that's in charge, a good guy?
Yeah. Just imagine that the way in the media that we see autocracies is one dictator. It's always a dictator. We don't ever see a guy who's running a country who's actually a good motherfucker.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The way they paint Putin is as like a fucking dickhead. The way they paint the guy that's running China, he's a fucking dickhead. Right? Relations with Saudi Arabia, they're a monarchy, right? But still, it's just one family that runs that shit. The way that we paint them, fucking dickheads. But is that really the case, though? Imagine that all the bad press was just because these people over here are doing what they have to do for their people or for themselves, right? They're doing the same thing. Are they really dickheads?
So when you look at it like that,
And just going at odds, because like obviously not everyone's going to be on the same path, right?
Yeah, man, it's just not gonna be the same, man. That's why we're not all the same, like in terms of our our views and whatnot. So you can't really, like, it's not right to, like, you can't. That's what's wrong with America, bro. Like, they're always trying to force their ways upon the man. Like, just go on easy, like, especially like the gay thing, like, you know, in Africa, right? They don't deal with that, right? And it was this reporter that went over there. He's talking to, I think it was like the president of one of the countries, I think it's South Africa, something like that. He was talking to him. He's like, "Why don't you?" Because they don't like that. You do that, you're going to jail or arrested or whatever, right? Like, they don't deal with that homosexual. They don't do that. So the man's trying to, the American reporter is basically trying to push the LGBTQ whatever agenda upon him, right? Man, just like, listen to me. Here, we don't want to do that. Take what you do in America and stay there. He was not like, and that's what America does. They just try to enforce their will upon everyone.
Think about it like this is I'm gonna give you a crazy real life example right now.
Bro.
Take this in. A 13-year-old in middle school isn't allowed to vote, right?
Yeah.
But if it's a boy, he can cut his dick off if he wants to without his parents' approval. Brother can't even get a tattoo. He can't go into no convenience store get a bottle. He can chop off his balls though.
We're going down a spiral, man. We're just we're doing the wrong things, man.
That shit's insane to me.
I'm telling you, fam, they're distracting the man, them, bro. They don't want us, like, that's just a huge distraction right there. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. And then later down, like, their health problems, and then they have all this stuff, and it's like, and they regret it, and it's like so wicked, bro. And they're bringing this into the schools at an early age, and they're trying to just brainwash the kids.
No, it doesn't make sense. If you say that they're trying to distract us, right?
Not trying to, they are distracting us.
No, but like,
because they caught some of these guys, man.
Wouldn't that be the wrong way to distract us?
What do you mean?
Because that shit like that was gonna get people riled up. You know what I mean?
Bro, these guys.
Like a lot of people right now who are angry at this shit were fine. Like 20 years ago, they were still fucking us up 20 years ago. But they just weren't pushing this whole gay shit.
Yeah, that's what they're pushing now.
Yeah, but like exactly, not a lot more people are like wising up to this shit. Maybe we shouldn't be watching the news. Maybe we shouldn't be watching their news, I should say. You know what I mean? They're fed up by what they're seeing in the world, so they're taking action to become more independent.
Bro, all I'm saying, bro, these guys, cause it doesn't. This came out of like left field when you were actually back at fam. Even like 10 years ago, we weren't like, this wasn't. Oh my gosh. It's mad how the world like changed so quick, yeah?
Oh, you know when it really
Oh,
became
days.
you know when it really became popular?
Mm.
When Bruce Jenner became a bitch.
When was that? It was like
I don't
COVID
even know.
days?
I
Or
don't
like before?
no. Actually,
I thought
I
it
don't
was
even
like COVID days, you know?
I don't
Yo,
even know.
COVID is something happened, bro. I'm telling you.
I swear he was a bitch before that.
But no, he didn't. Yeah, I think so. But he wasn't like doing all that. He wasn't like changing, doing all that.
No. He was a bitch before that, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But that's crazy though. The fact that they used, because I don't know if he really did that shit on his own. Like, are you really being serious with me? Bro won a gold medal in the Olympics. And all of a sudden, he wants to cut his dick off too. I don't get that. But like, that just seems like they used him as like the role model. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So a lot of
front
people
runner,
who looked
eh?
up to him before, they seen him transition. They're like, oh my god, he's so cool.
Bro, I don't get it, man.
I don't get it because that's a distraction. That's so. What are they distracting us from?
But something's coming, man. But like the thing is, people that get trapped in it, it's just like I can't fathom it. I'm just like, it's like, I don't what?
Because like they're already taking our bread, right? We're already getting fucked up in the workforce or whatever.
My bread go.
What else could they be distracting us from?
Bro,
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. And that's the thing, bro. They're hiding in the shadows, fam. Just
Plotting, fam.
they're giving. Yeah, we're free. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my days, man. Alright, let's line up the mood a little bit. I got a story though. I got a little story time thing. Oh, this was flipping middle school back in the day still. So it was this game man used to play back in middle school, like it was like grade 7. I think it was grade 7. Yeah. It's called the B game. You know the B game, right? Yeah. It's a wild game, very barbaric game. I don't know who came up with it, but anyways. So basically the rules. So if you say a word, with a B in it, right? I think is it only starting with B or like
Anything.
Okay, if it has a B in it, you have to rub your chin, right? If you do not rub your chin, everyone else that's playing the game, that's linked in the game, they get to slap you, right? And you can't like fire her or whatever, right? Or get back, whatever. You gotta rub your chin. So this was like, I don't know if it was lunchtime or like our class was just like changing and class was done, so like we're going to our locker or stuff, whatever, to get something. So it was a couple of us, like 3 of us. It was me, this other dude, the victim, and a girl, right?
I said the victim.
The victim still. So the victim, he's at his locker, right? He's getting something out of here. And we're like in a semicircle. She's behind him, to like the right of him. So I have a view of the victim and the suspect. So I'm right here. I'm like, I'm here, she's there, and he's here. And the other guy's like right here. So I'm looking there. We're all talking, we're chilling, whatever, right? To this day, I don't know if the man even said a word with the B in it or whatever, because no one else clocked it but her. Like me and the other guy, like, we didn't clock it. But she did. Okay, whatever, right? So he's in his locker. Like, he's in his locker. He's looking for something. He closed it, right? He's still I don't know. He's still looking that way, right? So she winds up, like, you know Gun, right? From Hunter x Hunter, when he powers up. So she's powering up from, like, full force. All the way back. I step back. Because I'm not trying to get hit by that. I'm not trying to be in the crossfire, all right? Because I'm going to have to fight her. I'm going to have to beat her up, right? Because I'm not taking that. Like, I don't care.
Man's not trying to get it straight, fam.
Nah, I'm going to beat her ass, though. So I had to step back. So she came. Bro, oh my God, I felt so sad. The sound alone would just be so, like, heart, like, it would just kill you. She slapped that guy so hard in the face. I don't know what he did to her, or I don't know what was going on. But, like, I could see, like, this man's face turn red so fast. Because he's, like, a brown guy, right? So, like, his face turned red so fast. And she's, like, dying. Broski, I look at Broski. Oh, my God. Broski had a tear, like, he was tearing up. And, because, yo, getting slapped in your face like that is just, like, that's a girl, right? So, like, I know he wanted to brunch her, like, so bad. But I think she would have beat him up. Ain't gonna lie to you, because he wasn't even like that still. But, like, he just had to hug it. And everyone just dispersed after that. And the man was just there. I looked at him. walked away. But like if that was me, bro, yo, fam, oh, I would have jail. I'd have beat her ass. Well, yeah, that's just a little story time though, just to get the mood up. Broski, that day was so gat, fam. Like she, like if I tell you who, I think no,
I'm
if I tell you,
I'm pretty sure I know the story, bro.
you know the story, honest.
I know of a girl that boxed the man and he started crying.
Yeah, it's definitely that story. Definitely that story. I was there, front row seats, fam. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It wasn't like it didn't make no sense. I don't know if he even said a word to the beef, fam. I think she went to box him. I don't know. Let's get back to wrestling though.
Okay, let's get back to the topic. So, what do you think the requirement should be to go put in a vote?
Bro, you need to be like somewhat like what you say, educated, but like who you're gonna put into power. Like this is like no game. Like this is real life. Like we're grown now. Like right now we're like life is hard. Like it's hard to buy stuff, food, everything. Like this is important. Like it's not like you're just like you're just voting and then nothing's happening. You know what I mean? This is like affecting you. So like you need to put in like some time into like researching, like doing something to.
How would you make
To
that a
better your
requirement
decision.
though?
How do you meet it?
How do you make that even a requirement? Like, how you just gonna force people to do research?
That's the thing. Like you can't like, especially nowadays. People ain't listen to
Yeah,
shit.
especially nowadays, even though that man's gonna hop on their phone and search up whatever they want. You have all the information.
We have
right in
all
front
the
of
to our hand, but like we just don't do it. It's just like, bro, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. What do you think, bro?
you. Even in cases, I was like, there are probably some governments out there where they have the people elect, say like a circle. There's a few dudes, right? And there's the president above him or the prime minister above him, and they like pass all the laws between themselves. Because now you have a group of people who are like fit for the position, right? They're chosen by the people. And now the president sends them laws. They discuss it amongst themselves, and then they decide what to pass and what not to. But like, that may be a good alternative, right? But that's an autocracy too, because if you live in the country, you would know what's going on, right? Like we have these people there because we want them there, and they know what's best for us, right? As a country. But then, looking in from the outside, right? All you're gonna see is a few guys in power who are doing whatever they want to do. Get what I'm saying?
It's a techie one, man. It gets real techie because there's always gonna be people on the other side. You know what I mean? So it's like everyone's not gonna be happy when you really think about it.
Okay, so give me a list of people you think that shouldn't vote. So we put trannies on the list.
God.
Who else,
Kids, like kids under a certain age, yeah, they should.
What's the age limit?
Bro, my time. Because kids could be from age 23. People still kids, man. Act like kids. Shit. I'm gonna say like. Because what's the really difference with 18 to 20? Like, are you not? What the fuck?
So you push it up to 20?
I'm pushing it up.
To 20?
Yeah,
All
pushing
right.
that shit up.
So no trannies, no teenagers.
Yeah.
What else?
Bro. I was about to say people that didn't.
What?
I want to say people that did not go to school, bro. Like if you don't have no, but like I can't even say that because some people you could be homeschooled, right?
And you know who I'd put on the list?
Hmm.
You know who I would put on the list? That's a little controversial.
Ooh.
Illegal immigrants.
Oh, because why'd you put that though?
Think about it. Okay, obviously I'm not talking about all of them, but there are certain ones who come here who are actually trying to make like a good life for themselves. You know what I mean? So they work in some factory, they get in cash job, but like they get in cash and obviously they're not on like the record, right? but like they still want what's best for them and their children. It's not just like some random political ideology they're trying to push forward. It's like what's best for them, and they know
Yeah.
what's best for them. So since they come from a place that wasn't, obviously they're running from something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you put them on the list
yeah, to vote.
to vote. Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, it's different. Like, obviously, if you got someone who's illegal and he's just fucking trapping and shit, obviously don't let him
Not
vote.
that-
You know what I mean?
Get that guy out of here, bro. Oh shoot.
But there's really no way to tell the difference between the two.
What?
Like, who's here doing good for themselves or trying to do good for themselves, and who's here just trying to, just fuck shit up.
Exactly. Do you let everyone vote?
It's crazy still. It's either one or the other. That's mod.
Because yes.
But there are certain indicators with everybody that, like, they probably shouldn't be allowed to vote. Said hoes, obviously, right? I think the same treatment should be given to guys who can't keep their legs closed. They're just making bare youths.
Just running around.
That's just a bad decision. You know what I mean? There's that. Trannies, obviously, they don't know the difference between a male and a woman. There's common sense. If you don't have common sense, obviously you shouldn't vote, right? Because at that point, they know you're trying to push a whole agenda. That's not even fair to begin with.
Allow you pushing your agenda on me. Leave me alone.
What else? I wouldn't say I'd push it up to 20.
What would you push it up to? Or would you?
I don't think I'd even push it up.
So you leave it at 18?
Yeah, I'd leave it at 18. I could go even lower, but it depends on the kids, right?
That's what I was saying. Like, there's some 25-year-olds or 23-year-olds that act like worse than some 16-year-olds. Like, it's just like, when you put it, it's like, what is it really like? You know what I mean?
People are different still.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't say 20 because I guess that's, but I don't know, man. I was about to say that's where the real world hits. Like, really, most people are just at home, ain't doing shit. So it's like,
Nah, bro.
I
It's
don't know,
crazy because in a lot of ways, our societies reflect our leaders. So Trudeau's a faggot, so people are going to be faggots. You know what I mean?
Am I getting shut down, bro?
So Biden's literally fucking 1 foot in the grave.
Yo, that guy is cooked. Everybody see that guy? Man, just trying bare shit, bro. He's just there, like he's not even actually there.
He's fucking brain dead, man.
Something's not right with that guy. Y'all need to lock in.
Yeah, so a strong leader, right, would make strong people. If you have a leader and all he promotes is a bunch of gay shit or a bunch of just things that aren't good for the society, obviously the people in society who are gullible like that, which is like the majority of the people, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are sheep. The sheep is gonna follow the leader.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter where the shepherd's taking them. They're just gonna keep going.
Nah, Biden's crazy stuff.
And then we have countries. It can be any country. There's no like particular example, right? But in the West, we might see them as a problem, right? Like how they treated Gaddafi. In reality, though, he made Libya he put them on the map. I seen a thing. I see this shit everywhere, but apparently, if you got married, he would give you a crib, like a free crib, give you land, some bullshit. If you wanted to start a farm, he would give you the animals and shit like that. If you wanted to go to school, he'd pay for the school. Like the government would pay for the school abroad. Type shit.
Sure got married back then.
And they smoked him. They smoked his ass.
Told you, fam, these people working like behind the scenes, yo. They're creeping, yo. For what's the reason? They didn't even why did they? Obviously, they painted a picture, right? Probably painted some
A dictator. That's what they called him.
They painted a picture and then everyone's like jumped on it, the propaganda, right? And then that's their reason to smoke him. But like in reality, man was doing what was best for his country.
For real.
So it was like,
not even just for his country, but the continent he was on.
Yeah, so it's like,
you know what I mean? The reason they say the reason that they smoked him was because he was trying to make a national African currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad, bro.
Yeah, that should have. It would have done the same thing that BRICS is doing right now.
Yeah, BRICS. Yeah. But like, that's different because
That's way
Russia,
different. That's a whole continent.
Yeah.
Like what?
You deal with try to do other BRICS. It's not gonna work like that because you got China.
I feel like if he wanted to,
Russia.
if he really wanted to do it, he should have waited a bit.
Who?
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
The reason they smoked him was that reason, right? So if he had waited until all these countries had like
They came together, yeah.
pushed forward a little bit, like obviously India, China, Brazil, and them are doing it now because they have a little bit of military power. No one can really like push them around no more, especially with cases like China, right? So if he had just waited,
It'd be World War III, bro.
yeah.
Yo. Shit will pop off. So like, it's different now, yeah. Back then, America was just running the entire world. Like, they probably still do, man. Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Hey, you're talking about with a strong leader, the people be strong if you have a strong leader, right?
Yeah.
The country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at Russia, right? With Putin, right? He's a guy that's like what some people would say as strong, like as a strong leader, right? And I was watching.
Yo, those edits of him be cool still.
Where it is?
Those on TikTok and stuff.
Mm.
This be him. It was him at a funeral, standing in the rain. Like it was some soldier's funeral, and he was an ex-soldier too, right?
Yeah. So, and back how in
Trudeau was literally fucking Aladdin back in the day. That's why he's letting so many brown mans in.
Yeah, Aladdin, bro. He has to blackface. What you doing, bro? That's the person, our prime minister. Yeah, but like I was looking at this video. Khabib.
Mm.
Yeah, he's from Dagestan, right, in Russia, right?
Mm.
And when you look at those guys from Dagestan and how they're just built and just they're shaped and like their society and everything. Even though we're all on the same earth or whatever, right? We're all on the same planet or whatever, right?
Environment is everything.
Yeah. It's just completely like different. Like we're in a different solar system compared to what they're on. Like everyone has like this sense of respect for not only themselves but their religion or whatever, right? They're strict in that. There's discipline. There's like, and I swear like the men, they have to. It's either during I forgot what you were saying. Like you have to train or something. Like everyone there does like judo or wrestling or whatever, right? They're all like the men. I'm talking about the men, right?
Mm.
They're all like, they have to be strong.
Mm.
So it's like, they're pushing that narrative, right? And then here, if you want, you could become a woman. What are you telling me right now, bro? It's like, oh my gosh, man.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, common sense is out the window, man.
It doesn't, bro. Like, what's going on, man? Tell me what is 100 or something? What are you talking? Like,
This guy's getting pressed.
Because it just like, it doesn't make sense. And like, you're trying to push something that doesn't make sense and try to tell me it doesn't make sense and trying to tell me I have to believe that. Who are you talking to? Like, just like, bro.
And you would think that,
excuse me, bro.
You would think that they would be pushing for us to be stronger in a way, right? Because obviously a strong population of strong men would be able to overthrow a country if they want, right?
Yeah.
But like if you keep them strong and satisfied, there'd be no need for that. But making us weak, gay, but unhappy is just as bad as having us strong. It's just as bad as having us strong and unhappy. Because now it's so fucking unpredictable what the other side would do. You know what I mean? Obviously the gays are happy because they can go cut dicks off and do whatever they want, right? But there's probably a white guy somewhere in the States right now who is fed up at all this gay shit, all these immigrants, who's gonna go shoot up a school because he's so mad.
Yeah, he's cuckoo though. You gotta do all that. What? Yeah, I get what you're saying, man.
Oh my god. You think we should let criminals vote?
You know, I was thinking about that when you were talking. Like, it means to share.
Yeah.
I think so, it's controversial. But like, Because bag it though.
Mm.
Most people in jail right now, right? They're going to jail for like things that like. I'm talking about like people. I'm not talking about like mass murderers or like you know people that are doing some madness. But like those are like some guys are in jail for like having a little weed on them or like stuff like that. Like, bro.
No, we legalize that shit, and those
That's what I'm
guys
saying. And
still
some
ain't
people
out.
are getting like, yeah, like it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But like those guys, I think they should. But like, if you're like some mass murderer, like
Some rapists or like
yeah, you watch out or like pedophile, like
touching
cut
kids
out,
and
yeah.
shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're done for. Like,
Honestly, I don't even think we should lock them up. I think we should just, you know what I mean?
this guy's bringing back the old days. Yeah.
Nah, we gotta do that shit. You know how to make people strong? Show them what happens when you fuck up.
And you make them strong. Deter them from thing. You mean from crime?
That'll make them strong, fam. Imagine we had a public execution. Those trannies would be talking. We're trying to grow their dicks back. Like what?
Some punishment is to deter these guys. So. But yo, man, that fuck. Let me live stream this for a bit.
Yo, there was a
Imagine.
case. I seen some news thing on TikTok, right? And some guy, some Italian guy. It might be old, it might be recent. I'm not really sure. But some girl who used to edit his videos, right?
Mm.
Apparently she was 17. He didn't know she was 17, right? He didn't do nothing with her.
Mm.
You just saying like while she was editing his videos, he would say stuff like "I love you" and bullshit like that, right?
She said that?
No, he would say that to her, and he was 23,
Okay.
right? And then she stopped editing his videos, and I think he found out how old she was, right? So he stopped fucking with her, like you're underage type shit.
Mm.
But then her boyfriend, and some next TikToker, right? They were trying to take this guy down, and they ended up doing it. They took his ass down. His account, he deleted his Instagram account. Some shit. I guess he was still getting like messages. People were not fucking with him,
Damn.
right? You know what he did? He went on TikTok live, and he killed himself.
Lord. Why should do that though?
I don't get it either.
People are wicked, bro.
Wicked shit. And now the
Just
boyfriend.
because he left him. Just because she told him to cut.
Who told him to cut?
That's why. Just because he told her to cut. That's why she
No,
went
he
after him.
didn't tell her to cut.
So why did she go after him?
I don't get it. I don't get it either. Even the boyfriend was like, he sent an apology. He's like, I don't know why my girl was going after him like that type shit. Like,
Was
why
he part of it?
That's what I'm saying. You can't say that shit now.
You're death, bro. Watch out. No, man. She's the man. I'm like, I know my girlfriend. Tell your girlfriend. What?
He's 20. He's 20.
Who's 20?
The boyfriend. Yeah, she's 17.
So why am I like, what's going on?
I have no clue, bro.
Nah, something not right there. So he's the good pedophile. Alright, say none. I'm joking. They're not pedophiles, but like, that don't make no sense. They're both, she's underage for both of them. She's 17, she's underage. Alright, that's killing me still.
Shamaj, no.
That's, she should be cooked for that one, so.
Okay, so
Lock her up.
you think that Canadians, our country, would be better with just without a democracy?
What we haven't said though.
Just one person. Say we were back under the crown, a monarchy. What would you think?
Those guys, eh?
Yeah, those guys.
Oh, my fan. Depends on who's. Depends who's
What's
in
his
charge.
name? Prince. I forgot his name still. What that queen is that bitch is gone. So it's her son.
Prince Charles?
Is it Charles?
Yeah, I think it's Charles. That guy's like 80 years old, bro. That guy.
He ought to die soon too.
So like, he's probably gonna be one of the youths. William.
I don't know. I don't know their names, bro.
I think it's William.
Fuck those guys.
I don't want none of them there. But we need someone. It depends on who's in, like, you know, who's in power, man.
Yeah, I don't think we can
always
go
hope for
back
a
to
good guy.
monarchies still.
Yeah, that's-
Unless it
that's
was
washed.
unless it was a royal family connected to your country, right? Like, say you had a country with just one ethnic group. Like, I think Japan can go back to a monarchy, right? Because everyone there is Japanese. And the king would obviously have the interests of the Japanese people in mind, right? I feel like they could go back to it. Obviously, they wouldn't in most cases, but they still do have a royal family and stuff. But in places like Canada, right, we have so many different types of people. If you just if we go under the crown, it's like we're getting colonized again, type shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about an autocracy? Say there was a military coup, right? And one guy took over. What would you think?
Depending on what he does, bro. Let me see his backstory. Let me see his resume real quick.
I don't know, man. Say he was just
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh.
I have to like say, you know what I mean?
Say he was a good guy though.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
So would you want him to take over?
Why not, bro?
Smoke Trudeau type shit?
That's a smoking. I wasn't part of this. It just happened.
Nah, I don't know about smoking, but you know it wouldn't be so crazy, right? Back in the day, Trudeau's pops, he almost got assassinated too. Back in
assassinations are
in fucking Quebec. They were going mod at the time, apparently.
Assassinations are a real thing, bro. So it is what it is if it happens, you know. But if he's a good guy, man, you know, and he has the interest of everyone.
But he's not letting no one vote. Like, fuck you guys, y'all stupid shits.
If you bring it off cross like that, that's so crazy.
Obviously, that's what autocracy is.
Yeah, but depends what he's doing.
So would you let him take away your right to vote to decide the path that your life goes on, as long as he's a good guy?
That's my bad. Yo, this is a tacky one, yeah? Because
he could implement anything. He can be like, Canadians aren't allowed to leave no more. But say life in the country was good. We just aren't allowed to leave the country. No one's coming in, no one's going out. But the price of food goes down, house prices go down, interest rates go down. You know what I mean? You're living there like, oh, my pockets is getting heavy right now.
Full pockets for a little baby, okay? Fudge. Oh.
Would you let him do it or what?
So you wouldn't be able to leave the country, you know, voting, but life is good.
Yeah.
Shit, yo, this is like, it might be damn. Fudge. I'm gonna say, bro.
That's a deep one, a line.
It's a deep one. Cause it's like, you're gonna use the thing like, there's no freedom. Like, are we actually free?
You could also say that putting your faith in him is a form of freedom. Because now you don't got to worry, right? If he's really a good guy, like, yeah, leave it up to him. He'll got it. He handled that shit.
What if he calls the whole country? He's not a nice guy.
You wouldn't even know that you're being called. I'm saying, what if life gets easier?
Oh, man.
What if he could be koaling you, but life is still getting easier, so what?
Life's easy. Bro, you asked that question, bro.
Would I let him?
I don't even know.
Would I let him?
It's so yes or no.
Nah, probably not still.
You wouldn't, right?
Nah, I don't think so.
Why not? Life is
I
easy,
want
bro.
to. I want to like move around and stuff.
You want to move around?
Yeah.
That's it? Move around the world, like, you just...
Yeah, I just want to see shit. Like, I'm not going to let the man stop me from going where I want to go. I don't even care about voting. I haven't voted once. Yeah, I have the right to vote. Like,
yeah.
but you know that fact that I can't go where I want to go is kind of
Yeah, that's so, like... Yeah, that's the part is, like...
kind of locked up type shit.
Like, I'm in prison, bro? What do you mean I can't go nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
So, a little crazy stuff.
Canada's a pretty big place, though. You can go to a lot of places, just not outside. Like, I don't want to go back home and stuff. I think for a Canadian, like an actual white Canadian or a native, to say, if we were to ask them a question like that, they'd probably say yeah, because, you know, they wouldn't be too high. They wouldn't be too distraught about that, because all their families here.
Yeah.
You know, this is their homeland type shit. But, like, I'd want to go back home at some point.
Okay. Well, I just want to move around. You don't want to be... I feel like you're cooped up, dog. Like...
You know what's crazy too, right? This idea of passports. Because do you really think that's necessary to have a passport if you want to go move around and shit?
It was necessary?
Yeah. I don't think we've always had them.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they're like, why are they necessary? They just show where you're from?
I guess so. Just so they can have a record of like
Who's been here, I guess.
yeah,
like,
yeah. But at the same time, it's like it's not your land. Even if you are like running the country type shit,
Yeah.
how you gonna tell me I can't pull up? Like what?
Facts.
We didn't have that back in the day, so it was a lot easier for people to move around because obviously people move. That's what we do as people, right? As
Yeah.
humans.
Of course, but we.
So to stop them from
we
moving like that, like that's. Imagine you're from a country, it's fucked up. People are starving, got no jobs, no food, no electricity, right? But you need a passport to leave.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
Damn.
Back in the day, I don't know when it was where we implemented that. Might have been with the invention of air travel. It could have been before that too, right? But yeah, just say that it did come with air travel. So people can go to a lot of different places a lot faster now.
Mm.
A lot of bullshit is happening around the world, but we don't want to let no one like just leave when they want to. If you're stuck in that situation, you're stuck. You can't go. Unless a country accepts you in, but who's really gonna let you come in? Especially if you're in like you're suffering in the millions.
Yeah. So, yeah, like where you gonna go to is like, oh my gosh, just say.
So what do you think? Since we're on the topic of government, what do you think about what's happening in Palestine?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't really been locked into that.
Really?
I haven't.
Really?
It's like I capped you. Of course, you've been hearing about what's happening, right? You're seeing it on social media and the news, and you see it's everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really been locked into it. But I know it's a madness though, like what people are doing, like how they're like bombing, and I think there was like something about they bombed a hospital, right?
Let me tell you right now. So
I try to
basically,
say
right,
they didn't do it, or they.
let me tell you right now. So basically, a hospital in Gaza got bombed, right? But from what the news stories were saying, even my teacher in one of my classes, he was telling us that he had like that the bomb that dropped, it wasn't an Israeli bomb.
Mm.
It was from Palestine, from a different group of like nationalists or some shit like that. So they dropped the bomb on themselves, right?
And try to blame Israel.
Yeah, but take it in though. We're talking about this in our tutorial. They have Palestine. They have the Gaza Strip blockaded, right? No one's coming in and out. The water around fucking Palestine is probably no. Yeah, the water around Palestine is probably the IDF has that locked off. So how are they getting bombs like that in there? Right? These people don't have water. They don't got food. They don't even got electricity. How the fuck do they got a bomb like that to drop on themselves? You know what I mean?
Something is brewing, broski. It's just, bro.
And they would say, right, that it's not a secret that Iran is backing Hamas, right? But even with them being backed by Hamas, sure you can get money and stuff across the border since you got fucking e-transfer and shit now, right? But how the fuck you gonna get a fucking bomb loaded up on some type of fucking cargo ship into the fucking? Doesn't make sense. Even I seen a picture of is it the Western Gate, the one where they have a border with Egypt, right? There's a crossing there where people can get across, right? But they have a bunch of supply like trucks just parked there. They're not letting them in. Yeah.
Some madness. This world's crazy right now, man.
It's all about education, yo. That's what I'm saying. Even with the voting thing, one of the requirements is to have that level of education, right? But even in school, you tell me right now, you were in school for 12 years of your life. Let's exclude university, post-secondary. Not everyone goes to post-secondary. You were in school from grade 1 to grade 12. What the fuck did they teach you?
Broski. Man, trying to teach. Oh my.
Like when it came to
if you think about it,
when it comes to voting, right? What did they teach you in school that would help you in that type of environment?
Nothing, bro. Mans are busy trying to teach me Pythagorean theorem, fam. Like, what am I using? Like, it's just like the teachers BS. So when we actually get out there and real world starts, and we have to vote, money managing, all the things to like live, to the necessities, right? To like actually function by yourself, or like, without your parents or whatever, right? None of that's being taught. We're being taught about Pythagorean theorem,
people always talk about.
obtuse acute angles.
People always talk
Am
about.
I a mathematician? Like, I'm like, why am I learning this? Like,
people always talk about how school prepares us to be factory workers. Right?
yeah.
Right. But take it in though. In schools, this is what you were talking about. In schools today, right? Even in high school, even in fucking middle school in some cases, right? You would have kids, like, I have yet to use a formula to solve a quadratic equation. Right? It's been 3 years since we finished school.
Oh my days.
Right? So we focus on higher education, whatever that may be, right?
Mm.
But we don't focus on common sense.
I don't know, man.
Even in elementary school, middle school, all we're learning is how to interact with each other. But were we really doing that shit in middle school and elementary school? Maybe at Shoreham we were. In Brookview, they didn't really teach us about anything like that, but we did our things on our own, right?
Yeah.
But especially in high school, we spent all of our time doing bullshit.
Yeah, we don't BS.
There are certain teachers who have like their students' best interest, right?
Mm.
But most teachers aren't like that. Oh God, they don't give 3 fucks. Like
There's just some classes that just, I don't know why it was even there. Like, what's the? It didn't make sense. Like, why am I learning it? Like,
and they made it seem like we had to take those classes.
it's like it's such an like you if like it's like, what am I using this?
You know
Such
what
a
I mean? Like
finesse.
I remember in grade 12, we had to have like 6 academic courses, some bullshit like that. Some bullshit like that, yeah.
Bro, I should have just went into trades as soon as this was done, fam.
On God.
Made my bag, bro. Should have been working.
6 academic courses, brother. I was in advanced functions for what?
I'm at advanced functions. I don't even know what I was in, but
Man,
it's just like some stuff like, why am I? Actually, wait, yo, they bamboozled the man.
they fucking lied to us,
yeah,
man.
they lied to us real stuff.
And you know how they really locked that shit in? We were in a place in the city where most of us are immigrants, right? So what are we learning at home? You gotta go to uni or college.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's
You know what I
make us
mean?
proud. The first one, like that's what's been pushed, yo. I didn't
And
use
you go
that,
to
yo.
school,
Ran with that shit.
and they tell us the same thing. In reality, I could have done anything, man. I would have much rather preferred to go to college. You know what I mean?
Good. If I'd rather do like a trades program in high school, like an internship, whatever, then when I'm done with internship, as soon as I graduate into that field, bro, made my bag, keep working, grinding. Cause reality, like, oh my
But they
days,
did
bro.
certain classes. They did show us that shit. Like I remember in construction, we took a
Yeah.
trip to fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That
One of
that
the
place.
unions.
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun stuff. And the man was showing us how he's doing all that shit.
Yeah.
And they gave us thing like he gave the opportunity like, yo, if you want to do this, but no one really took it, fam.
Because the way they make it seem is like
Like,
it
this is like
doesn't
bum
matter.
job.
Yeah, like why you
Yeah.
gonna be a construction worker? Go
You
do
know what I
something
mean?
in school. Type
Yeah,
shit.
go university, go.
I know a motherfucker in construction right now, man, making $6,000. Not $6,000, fucking 6 figures. I'm making nothing.
Like, I guess he's so cheese. Like, I'm
They
telling you right
really-
now, my kids, you're gonna be so blessed.
They really bamboozled us, fam.
Yeah, we got finesse, man. We got finesse. We got
And that's terribly
they
like
choked
fuck.
us, had us in a headlock.
Obviously, there were people who
Right.
already had their plans in order, right?
Yeah.
But then for the person that didn't, going to university is probably the worst thing you could do.
Like, if you don't have a plan, like if you don't know what you want to do, don't go, bro. Because you're wasting that time, and like you're building up this debt like for no reason. Like, it's just a big waste of time, man. Like, time is so important right
It's
now.
a huge waste of time, even more than the debt, because obviously in Canada we have OSAP and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? But in the States, especially, when they're paying like
That one
40
is
grand a
mad.
year, they're paying like 100K plus for the tuition.
That one is mad still.
Motherfuckers is taking out loans. They got to do everything.
It's like 40K, like some like hearing 40K, like it sounds so mad.
Imagine you graduate high school, right?
Damn.
You never had a plan. You didn't know what you wanted to do with your life, which is it's common. You know
Yeah,
what I
what
mean?
the
It's
heck?
nothing wrong with that. And then 4 years later, you still don't know what you want to do with your life. You spent 4 years doing something you didn't want to do, and you're 100K in debt. Holy fuck! Like,
That's why depression and stuff like that, like, cause your mental just go, cause it's like, oh my gosh, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you? Damn, bro. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's a mod one, right?
Man, them listen, bro. If you like in that, like, if you don't know what to do, don't be peer pressure. Don't be like, don't let your parents like just sit
Think
down
for
with them.
yourself, man.
Sit down with them, like, yo, like, from real shit, like, this is your life, like, it's nothing to play with right now, you know what I mean? Like, that's an important decision, you know what I mean? Because that's a couple years and money that's just being kind of, like, squandered. Like, if you don't know what you're going to do, like, if you don't have a plan, like, yo, I want to go into this in order to get this, because I need this to do this, and I'm going to do it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, oh, I want to do this, and then you switch thing, oh, and then you're like, and you're just like running around, and then you get the diploma, like, but you don't even like, you can't even use it because you don't know what to do with it. You don't want to do it. It's like,
I'm in school right now,
wasting time.
but it feels like I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're just going through the motion, right? Like, you're just like, okay, I'm coming to school. Then
Like
yeah.
I'm in the river, but I'm not swimming. I'm just letting the waves take me wherever, type shit. It's just so like,
The waterfall's coming.
it's so like, it's not demoralizing because it's not making me sad or nothing like that. But it just feels like I'm doing nothing. That by itself is a terrible.
Yeah, man, that's a shit feeling to have, man. Especially as a man too, because you have to be the the provider. You gotta be the one that builds up, bro. You know, no woman is looking for you.
That's what I'm,
you know what I mean?
brother. Let me go back to this point right here. These bitches do nothing, but we're letting them vote. It makes no sense. Like what?
Oh, that's killing me, bro. Go on, bro. What's your point, bro?
Brother, how many bitches you know that actually have like their own independent thoughts?
I know some.
How
But-
many? Give me like a percentage.
That I know?
Yeah. Like of all the bitches you know, how many of them would you
Yo,
actually
females, bro.
give them, like-
say females.
Yeah, of all the women you know, how many of them would you actually let vote if you were running the country? Because I'm telling you right now, it is a real small percentage of them.
I'm gonna say a whopping 10%. And it's a fact though, cause
You can know 100 girls, only 10 of them are able to vote. I swear to fucking God, these bitches are so dumb.
it's just like they can't think for themselves. It's like
And when it comes to
And-
voting, that's obviously like
that's very important. You have to be able to.
that's
think
the
for
whole. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You got to be able to make the decision for yourself. You're not doing it because someone else told you to do
Exactly. So it's like,
it. Oh my goodness. Let me say it. This country, and let's just say the U.S. and Canada, right? We had our problems back in the day, but things were a lot better when women weren't allowed to vote.
yeah, that's fun.
I'm not saying don't take away their right to vote. I'm just saying like there should be we should only let qualified people vote. I might not even meet the qualifications.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But for people to decide the direction which a country is heading in, that is an important job, bro. You would own.
It's a big responsibility, bro. Some people are just not up to the responsibility yet. Man.
That's why we're going downhill. People don't understand that. But voting is obviously like, it's a touchy subject because obviously everyone should have the right to vote.
Yeah.
But then giving everyone that right is going to lead to some problems, and how are we really going to avoid those problems?
Shit. Shit. Oh my days, man. This is a topic when you just gotta like, so many ways to like look at it. So many like angles you come from like. But what you're saying about like.
The only way to really move forward
Mm.
is to just accept the fact that some people aren't going to be happy.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like everyone's not gonna be happy. You can't be like. Everyone's not gonna be pleased. It's just.
Say we don't let the women vote. Any immigrants, gays, children, obviously, you know, like, we say we don't let them vote, right? And the only people who are voting are, like, your typical white folks.
That's drunk. That's problems, bro. That ain't not happening.
There'd be problems for us. But, like, the country as a whole would be moving smoothly.
You sure?
Yeah. Like what?
That won't fly though in Canada.
Yeah,
Nah,
that
it won't
of
fly.
course
So.
that won't fly. Like what?
So that's some. I understand though.
That's why countries with obviously more how do you call it? More diverse countries are a little more harder to run when it comes to even when it comes to democracies.
Of course, bro.
Because in a less diverse country, you could have a democracy, right?
Mm.
But everyone is still having like the same ideas. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
it's one culture. But now you have a place like Canada or even the States. You have a bunch of different groups competing for different things.
So
Whether it be, even if they're on the left and the right, you have so many groups on the left by itself and so many groups on the right by itself. Like you have white right Americans, you have black right Americans. They obviously think different things, right? And you have leftists who don't agree with that whole gay shit, and you have leftists who like the only thing that they think about is that gay shit, right? It's crazy. So how would you run the country?
How would I run the country? In terms of what, like
Let's go deep.
no
Just
voting, something like that.
delve into it, go man. I mean, here.
So it's my country, yeah. Boom. Yeah, voting is gonna be something that's it's gonna be jarring to some people, but not everyone's gonna be able to vote. You know what I mean?
People are gonna see people are gonna look at that and say that you're I don't know the word, but you're taking power for yourself.
I don't care. But like, so if you're not like, cause it comes down to a point where like some people just like if you don't have the capabilities of like voting, like, okay, don't even worry about that. You're not okay. But if you're like, but it's actually hard to say that because like, how do you quantify that? Like you're saying about school education, yeah. But just some people just
There are dumb youths in school.
Yeah, but like.
And there's smart
But
people who didn't go to school.
school is gonna be the thing that like look at school now, like what the shit they're teaching, like is that gonna be the thing that we use to
Exactly. Of course not.
so it's like what do we use to
That's
qualify
what I'm
who-
saying. You run the country, so you decide what they.
So
vote
I'm
in
just
school.
so F it, no one's voting. I'm in power. That's it. Lock off. Where I say goes. End of it. What do you guys? I don't care.
I would do the same thing still, but I wouldn't like
Obviously I'm not gonna be like that, but like nah. Don't worry, I got y'all.
I would do that. Like I would have people elect individuals to represent themselves, and then I would hear out all their ideas, and I'd be like, nah, that's not gonna go. You know what I mean?
Wait, what you say? Huh? Nah. Yeah? It's gonna be crossing his feet.
Yeah. So obviously, if someone comes to me,
Swear to
they're
God.
like, yeah, we should let kids, decide what gender they are. I'm like, if somebody get this guy out of here.
Fired. Take him downstairs.
Oh my God.
Because you got a different motive, bruh.
Would you bring back the death penalty?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're some... Nah, you're done for it still. You do a madness, you're paying for it still.
Like, what if you smoke a man?
What do you find smoking, man?
Like, say someone smoked a man, would you give him the death penalty?
If you killed him,
Yeah.
why did you kill him?
Who knows?
No, that's the reason
What
why.
if it's gang beef?
Gang beef?
Yeah.
Nah, lock him up.
What do you mean lock him up?
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're gonna jail. Lock his ass up, stuff. But if you do a madness, like, there's some shit like you just like
Like a serial killer?
you don't need to be here. You're just killing people. What do you cut? Like, cut. Still, you're done.
Like, would you give him, like, Bible punishments? Like, say you're a thief, would you cut their hands off type shit?
You said death penalty, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Obviously,
like-
if you have the death penalty, you're doing that shit, too.
Like if they're stealing? What?
Yeah.
No, lock them up. Because everyone steals. But it's not even gets caught, right? So, you know what I mean?
Let's say you were a rapist. You had a rapist.
You're gone.
Smoked?
Yeah, you're done. Because at the point where you done, bro. She doesn't want to have sex with you. Cut. Like, it's not that serious, bro. It's like so many, like,
No,
I
but
don't get that,
nowadays,
man. I
right?
don't get that. I don't get
But
that
take
part
it
I
in
don't
though.
get
Take it in though. Nowadays, with our society,
Oh, if it's like
imagine
false.
all the false like accusations.
Shit. That one is mad though, like, cause yeah, that's
If
facts.
he can
you
lie in
know?
the man's name and he can
And it gets
smoke for that.
packed. Damn. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so techie sometimes with shit. But at the same time, it's like,
That's what happens when you give women rights, man.
sorry, this guy. They wanna come for you, bro.
Man started listening to what they're saying now. Fuck.
Shit, man. That one makes it real techie, cause the man could be innocent, fam. Man, like, I didn't do it, bro. But she said, you did it, him. And I'm packing him for that.
No, because
Shit.
they already had the advantage, right? 'Cause obviously, we already had rules in society. You can't beat up a woman up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe you could, like, some people hit their wives and shit. Like, obviously, you shouldn't do that. That's not allowed.
Don't do that shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
Y'all don't do that shit. Yeah.
But see, you had a random shorty disrespect. You came spit in your face type shit. Obviously, she get in the back camp. What the fuck you think this is going on?
Catch a little two-piece stuff. Two-piece.
Wait, with
But equal rights! That's it. What the heck? But yeah, she catching two-piece stuff, but like,
right, we already had these societal. We already had a status quo around women. You know what I mean? They should be respected. We shouldn't hit them. Obviously, they're more fragile than us, type shit. But now we actually like, we're deep in what they're saying. We're taking it too seriously, man. There are some women who obviously they have their own thoughts and they should be considered like, we should let them vote. But then there's those bitches who don't think nothing for themselves.
Living for the trend, eh?
For the trend, you know how many bitches have falsely accused someone because they thought it would give them clout? What the fuck? I've seen those Reddit stories I seen a Reddit story about some guy. His friend killed himself because some girl, she had told her friends that he was like touching her inappropriately or some shit like that, right? But he never did that. And she only did it because they were all sharing stories about when someone touched them inappropriately, right? So she felt like she had to have a story too. On the Big Mountain thing, I would send her to the fucking gallows, man. Death penalty right there.
Yeah, she might.
Some man killed himself because
she
of that
gotta
shit?
get that one too stuff. Cause you're just
What
you're
the fuck?
wicked. You have that's such bad intent. Like
Terrible.
On
It's
so many
for
levels?
for the clout. What the fuck?
So many
It's not even
levels?
like she
that
did
is
it for-
actual people that actually go through, and you're just making it up just to be
for the
included?
clout.
Nah,
It's
you're
not
doing
even,
too
bro.
much.
It's not even like she was doing it to get like some like
awareness,
try-
right? Or like
brother.
Nah,
it's
that
not
would-
even
that
like
make
she
no
was trying to be
sense.
famous. She just wanted her friend group to think she was cool because she got touched.
nah, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she might have to. Yeah, you're
She had
catching
to
that.
get fucked. She had to go get like, I would send that bitch to Afghanistan.
Put her on the front lines, bro. Cause of what? That's so wicked, yo. That is actually wicked, bro.
That is what happens when you give women too much power. But you can say the same thing about men. You can't get men too much power either.
Exactly, yo. Abuse that shit.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a techie one still.
Should we get into our conspiracy panel of this time?
You have a conspiracy theory?
Yeah. Alright, so you know about like deja vu, right?
Mm.
You ever had deja vu before? You ever had that? Huh?
Of course.
So I think it was on TikTok we were talking about it. I think with Joe Rogan he was talking about it. He was like, it was just like theory going
That
on.
video you sent?
I sent you?
That was AI, right?
Yeah, but like, it sounds cool though, no?
Yeah.
But like, when you have deja vu, right? And it was basically saying that like, it's like memories from like a past life or like past lives that you have lived or whatever, right?
That's blasphemous, man.
It is.
Not for me though.
I know, yeah. Because you believe in that, right? You believe in that,
Yeah.
So it was like, and he was talking about like, what was he saying? I think it was talking about like other like dimensions, some shit like that. But like, I found it interesting because like, I swear everyone like has that like moment. Like, what is that?
I'd be having that shit often, man.
Like, broski, I'm like, yo, fam, didn't I already live this? Like,
But you know what it could be though?
what is it? What do you think it is?
It could be that our lives are so still. We've been doing the same thing every day. You know what I mean? So it's not really we're thinking
So
about
it's like a
past life.
prediction, or like
It's
what
more
is it?
like your brain and your body is just so accustomed to what you're doing right now, so it just feels like, haven't I already done this before? Because you have fucking done this before. You know what I mean? I'll be thinking that shit on Apex, like, yo, this feels so familiar. Like, what's going on? And I'm on fucking Apex every day. Obviously, and
What do you
this
mean? What do you
feels
mean?
familiar. You know what
Bro,
I mean?
no, bro. I'm talking like moments. Like it could be like 2 weeks in advance, and like it'll come true.
That's not really deja vu.
What is that?
That's just you predicting the future, man.
Nah, chill out. No, like from real shit, fam. Like I'll be like 2 weeks in that. I'll have like not even a dream. I don't know what it is, fam. But like this moment, like when my brain just like gives me this thought of it, right?
And it happens.
And it comes through.
You're predicting it, fam. Deja vu is more like when you're experiencing something and it feels like you've done it before already. You know what I mean? That type of shit. I have that feeling a lot. I'll be doing something.
But like with prediction, I feel like I've done before though. But like for the prediction, well, because I already like
you already
I already had it. So yeah, that's mad though.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all think though? Y'all think what's deja vu? What is it? What is that? Y'all think we're like that's mad though? Like, real shit.
Yeah, deja vu is crazy, fam. But like you can chalk that up to like what I was just saying.
Yeah, we're just like my mind's just
Minds are getting boring. You know?
Yeah, because shit is boring when you really get down to nitty gritty. We're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just no excitement, no adrenaline. You're just there, bro. But you think the moon landing is real? Think those niggas actually went to the moon?
I don't know. Still, I can't really tell
I
you.
stepped on the moon. I placed the flag and shit.
They say India went to the moon.
When was this?
Like
Recently?
It was recently, yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
They didn't broadcast that shit.
I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe not them landing on the moon, but they did broadcast the launch and shit.
I don't know about that shit, bro.
But you think India would lie the same way the States does, or like the same way these guys do?
They said they actually went on there. And
Yeah.
I don't.
It was a big thing for a lot of Indian things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't. You went to the moon? What? It's like, how long does it even take to get there? Like,
I don't think it takes that long, like, comparatively. Like you think it's far away, but it'll take probably like a few days type shit.
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I can't really tell you either. Unless I go there myself, then I can't really tell you.
Yeah, if I went there, man's, NASA, if you could hook us up and put us on there.
No cap. Put me on
I'll
the
go.
sta-
No cap, I'll go.
Put me on the fucking that International Space Station. I'll be out there vibing, broski. Oh god.
See me bumping. See my bumping trap.
I bring a few edibles with me. We'll go buck.
See man's on the moon.
Imagine man's brushing their teeth and the water's floating, fam. I'll be going crazy.
Man's a floating. Man's like floating, dog.
Broski, imagine you had a drink, right? Like one of
Like a
those, like a
tea.
Kool-Aid or some shit.
Like-
And you just squeeze it out and you just suck it out of the air.
That's so god. Yeah, that'd be insane.
That'd be funny still. That'd be the craziest content in the world.
Imagine when the man them too. Yo,
Imagine greasing a bitch. Imagine greasing a thing zero gravity, yo.
took her out of this world, bro.
Oh, cat, we're floating in the air. Imagine she's holding on something on the floor, right? And you're on the wall, you jump towards her.
You think in a movie that that shit is funny, no cap. That'd be insane.
Yeah, for real, right?
That'd be funny, no cap.
How would you say shit is in Guyana right now? Everything good over there? Do you keep up with their politics or anything like that?
No, I don't. But I don't. I can't even speak on that on politics and shit. But
All I know is I've seen some shit about how they found some oil.
oh, they found it from a while now.
Yeah, but
Found that, yeah.
I think the country can't nationalize it or some bullshit like that. I don't know what's happening, but I know it's not for the people though.
What do you mean?
Like the oil that they found. You know how big companies like Shell or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
would own the oil, not the people that are in the country.
Yeah, they're fighting for that shit. So yeah, they've been talking about that. Cause like Guyana's a small country, bro. Like most of it's not even people not even like
No, I
living.
think
Like it's just bare
the country
forest,
is
right?
pretty decent size. Just the population is kind of small.
It's very small.
Yeah.
Extreme small. Yeah. It's like compared to the mass, like how big it is. Like it's not a lot of people there, right? And that oil, yo, that's a big bank right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No cap.
So it makes sense why probably America's taking a nose in there and these companies or whatever, right? So I guess they're fine for that too. I think it was like government change and shit. What happened?
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure it was. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even locked in like that. What were you, fam?
Sri
What Sri
Lanka?
Lanka saying, fam?
That place is broke, fam. From what I know.
It's madness, no.
For reals.
What?
Man, but that's Sri Lanka could be an example of a democracy that's not really a democracy. You know what I mean? For a long time, people didn't have the right to. There was this one law that they passed, right? I forget what year it was. It was probably the 80s or the 90s, maybe even the 70s. I'm not sure.
What?
But they made one language. So there's two major languages in the country, right? And instead of including both of them, they made like the majority one, the one of government, right?
What?
So what that would mean is that say you went to school, you say you didn't speak the majority language, right? You spoke Tamil. And say you were going to school and you had to do exams, you couldn't do that exam in Tamil. Yeah. Like if
So you fail that shit.
if you were working in a government job, then you would have to speak in the other language.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit. That's a majority language, right? You have to speak that, huh?
Yeah. Even in places where that isn't the majority, right? Like obviously, Tamil people are in the north, so most of the people there speak Tamil. But if you were working in a bank or some shit like that, then you'd have to speak in crazy stuff, man.
That's wild.
It's an apartheid state. Same shit what Israel's doing right now, but it's just not like. Obviously, there's no war going on right now. Too. It's crazy stuff for reals. You know how the war started?
Which war?
Our civil war.
No.
I don't know exactly how it started, but basically some students were protesting, right? You know what they did to them? Stripped them. They burned them alive. Yeah, for real.
That is so wild.
Yeah, like it was a peaceful protest too. I don't know why you gotta take
That's some drastic
measures. Yeah, like
I must have burned them and stripped. What? Burned them? Where are we? Are we back in the?
that was in the 80s, yo.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Bunch of teenagers too. That's so tough.
Yeah, for real. We had a library. Some public library, right? And then I think it was the second biggest in Asia at the time. They burned that shit down. On the guys. That shit was fucked up.
Nah,
Obviously,
burning libraries is crazy.
Yeah, right? Because what the fuck is the library doing to you?
Nah, but the library is where like most of
Yeah, most of the
historic
knowledge and stuff are,
and yeah, so that's history right there.
Yeah, there's
Trying
one
to
guy.
wipe out that man's
There's
history.
one quote from some guy who said, they burned that library, they burned down our history type shit.
That's true though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they did. Like back in the day. Because that's where language and the history of boom, 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 everything, right?
Yeah, this is
If you could wipe that
this is
out,
before phones, right?
Yeah.
So all the knowledge is on the book.
so if you could wipe that shit out,
You know what
give
they
it a
say
couple
about
years,
the,
wipe the people out, they're done for.
You know what they say
No
about the
one else.
Library of Alexandria, right? When the
Yeah.
Romans burned that shit down, or when Alexander burned that shit down, he set us back like 2,000 years, some bullshit like that, or 1,000 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's a major disrespect, man. That's like,
major disrespect.
you're
So,
spitting on man's right there.
No,
That's
no
fighting
cap.
words still. That's
No
fighting
cap.
words. You have to bang on with that one.
Only banged out and they lost. Still,
Crazy.
what are you gonna do, man?
If it didn't bang on, that would have been a different story.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, a lot of man's do that shit. Okay. Yeah.
I don't really like the whole problem started. Like I blame them for the reaction, but not for the cause. Because it was the British that really left the island like that, right? When they cut out, they left a lot of places like that when they left. Like in Nigeria, bro. Yeah.
Niger people.
How long has it been going for?
Hour 24, so.
You think we've done this shit?
I already got not much to say if you got some shit.
Let me check my notes real quick. See what I got. I was thinking about some stuff. Let me go back to these fucking hoes, man. Right? So when we talk about countries, right? Big countries like the US, stuff like that, they have what we call spheres of influence. Alright? It's basically a circle around the country of the other countries that are under this country's influence. Right? So you would think India is a big country, right? So Sri Lanka is obviously in their sphere of influence. And then you look at a country like China, right? So Vietnam, Cambodia, all of them would be in China's sphere of influence, right?
Yeah.
You look at us. We're in the U.S.'s sphere of influence. We look at everything that they do.
Facts.
Right? So look at these bitches, right? Look at these media outlets, these big media outlets, as like those real big countries, right? And then you have certain countries like Cuba. Cuba's real close to the U.S., but they're still a communist country, right? So they can think for themselves. Even if it's not a good thing, they can still think for themselves, right? Look at Canada. It's like a hoe. It'll do whatever the pimp says. You know what I mean?
It's good. Analogies are crazy.
That's the whole
facts, though.
That's the whole problem. If you can't have people thinking for themselves, then like it's just not gonna work. Certain people are gonna take advantage of that, and that power dynamic is just not gonna work well. You know what I mean?
Like Canada just be like a little puppies, no? When it comes to US.
It's because of Trudeau. Him and Biden, yo. I don't know what they'd be up to.
Biden's dead, basically half dead, so.
Well, Trudeau's fucking gay, though.
Yo, Trump was killing me. He's like, does this guy even know where he is right now? Now, Trump is speaking some real shit, though, because Biden's moving. God. What he's on, bro. Because even in public, like, look how he moves, man. When he's talking to people, he just moves.
I swear they had an interview of him.
Scary, yo.
They were trying to interview him, and they had him for like 8 minutes or some shit, right? And Brody did not know what the fuck he was saying.
Is that really Biden? Let me find out.
It's not. They cloned his ass.
Cloned him, so it had to be something not
Well,
right.
the software got fucked up.
What? Put in the wrong inputs, man. Something not right. Something not right. Holy shit, man. Oh. Y'all didn't even enter. Yo, bro, I forgot to say, yo, man, them. We stream, bro. Y'all gotta go follow our Twitches, bro. So, back lobby 4400 over here. Only Kenna. Yeah, go. Our TikToks too. Go follow NoneSpecial on TikTok. We have an IG too. Yeah, go follow that too. Yo, you gotta lock in, bro. You're not locked in right now. You need to lock in. And just, thanks for support, everything, I want you guys to like, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, all that, bro. When the up and come. Soon we'll have Drake on here.
No, we're not having Drake on here.
Why not? That'd be funny, bro. Nah, I just want to pick Drake's brain. Like, Drake.
I'd have him on stream, but not on the podcast.
Not on the podcast? It wouldn't be like a podcast. It would be like an interview type of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's a podcast. What the hell is Drake saying?
Exactly. Why wouldn't we have him?
No, not like that. I mean, like, Yeah. But no, sure. Ursula, though, guys. You guys lock in. Thanks for like watching our videos, supporting us and stuff. And yeah.
That's it.
We out, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, man.
Press this?
Yeah.
This one?
I think it's.
Oh, yeah, it is that one. Sensational.